Hello and welcome everybody, what is going on? So this is MiaSanMiaTV, and I told myself that I was not going to do a transfer rumor video until the actual transfer window opens, until we're at the end of the season. And so I wasn't planning on doing this video, but then I actually thought about it, and you know what, it is the end of the season. Now would be the time when we would be looking at players so that we could then get the deals done by the summer. So I thought, you know what, from now on, I'm probably going to start doing transfer videos again. I'm probably going to start talking about transfer videos again, transfer rumors. I'm going to do that again. So I'm planning on maybe doing, I don't know when, but maybe in 2 or 3 weeks, I'll probably be doing like a list of 10 to 15 players from each league, from each of the top 3-4 leagues, where I think that we should, top 10 players that I think we should be looking at. But today, we've got a story that actually came out yesterday. Like I said, I wasn't planning on doing this, but then today I thought, you know what? Let's actually talk about this because this is quite interesting, and that is that according to Kicker, and that is the main reason why I was debating with myself whether or not I should actually make this video, because Kicker are very reliable. On the reliability scale, I'd probably put them at a 9. I'd probably put them at a 9. And Dave mentioned that Michael Reschke, he watched both FA Cup semi-final ties to watch Kyle Walker and Alexis Sanchez. Now, Alexis Sanchez, let me start with him, because I think we've been linked with him for quite a while now, and I think he's probably the more interesting name. So now on that front, should we go for Alexis Sanchez? Now, I've mentioned this before. I think that he's an excellent player. Would I want him at Bayern? I would. Do I think he's the person? Do I think he's the player we need right now? Probably not. Because I think what we need right now is somebody that can, I mean, if we actually bought him, he would probably play on the left the most certainly, because obviously with overlapping wingers, you need someone that is actually good on the ball. So in that front, he would be good. But has he got that explosive pace that, a pure counter-attacking team, which I think Ancelotti is trying to build, a team that, is able to actually counter very well, which we haven't really been able to do. Would he be the ideal counter-attacking player? I don't think so. I think if we stick with a more possession-based game, I think that he would be ideal. So it really depends. If I'm right, we're thinking that Ancelotti wants to change the system to a more dynamic, a more direct team, or if he wants to stick with a more possession-based team, as we have been basically this season. So it really depends on how he's going to proceed into the next season. And if he is going to stick with what we've been doing this season, then Alexis Sanchez would be the ideal candidate. And I think, considering that he's only got 1 year left on his contract and he hasn't signed a new contract or new deal at all yet, I could see us go for him. The only problem is that we don't sign players from England. The last player that we signed from England was, I can't remember, like the last big player that we signed from England, definitely a few years ago, who I have no idea, to be fair. And the fact is that we've already spent a substantial amount of money. If you think about, what we spend for Zule, obviously Rudy we didn't pay a single penny, but if we think about what we spent for Zule, and you think about that we're most likely, I mean, it's not 100% certain, but most likely we're going to buy Cohen as well. That's quite a bit of money, that's already quite a bit of money, and it's not like we have an infinite amount of money, I think our spending, the amount of money we can spend this summer is probably roughly like 150, and I think we've already spent roughly 30 if we buy those 2 players. So we're not really known to spend, all our money that we've got available, because we can use that money to improve contracts and whatnot. So it is quite interesting. It's quite interesting to see. Obviously, with a few high-earning players leaving the club, retiring and whatnot, that's going to be quite interesting as well. With Benatia being sold, obviously that's going to be quite interesting as well. So it's going to be quite interesting. So Alexis Sanchez, I don't think we're going to spend that kind of money on one player. It depends. If Costa leaves, right? Because obviously we've already been linked with Brandt. We've already been linked with Brandt very heavily by Bild, who basically said that we've already got a deal in place. There's strong rumours about us being linked with Gnabry, and Hoeneß, you basically associate him with buying German players. So from that standpoint, I think we're going to look more in the Bundesliga. I am 99%, I'm 90% sure that we're going to look more into the Bundesliga. But now with Kicker, and that's the problem. That's what's really throwing me off. Because I was expecting Sport Bill, I was expecting Sport 1, all of them, to say that we're linked with Alexis Sanchez, because that's basically what they've been saying for months and months now. But Kicker, kicker. Now, that's very interesting. That's very interesting in my opinion. That flipped the whole game upside down. Now the second player is Kyle Walker, obviously as a right back. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I'd take that. Probably the best right back in the Premier League. Probably the best right back in the Premier League. Like I said, probably. And I think roughly 35 million would probably get him. And the problem is dealing with Levy and the head of Tottenham. He likes to, what's the right word? He likes to take every single penny that he can get. So he's not gonna budge. We're gonna have to put money on the table, and that's probably the biggest concern right now, that we'll have to put money on the table to actually get Walker. But I would definitely go for him. I've mentioned this before. I don't think Kimmich should play as a right back. I think we would be wasting him. I think we'd be wasting his potential. A lot of people say, well, we've been playing Lahm there. Well, yeah, but Lahm, he originally started as a left back, a right back, and now when he's getting older and he hasn't got the stamina to run up and down, that's when he's playing as a midfielder. Kimmich, he doesn't have that. He doesn't have the stamina. He's always there. He's always in good positions, but he doesn't have the stamina to really support the attack, to really then go back and defend. He doesn't have that kind of stamina, and his strengths lie in his passing and his intelligence. And I think that's best suited for midfield. So for me, he should be in midfield. But yeah, Kyle Walker, would I get him? Absolutely, in my opinion. 35 million, like I said, is probably what I expected. Sanchez, 45 to maybe, I'd say 40 to 50 million. I'm talking about euros, by the way, not pounds, euros. And I think we could get them. I think we can get both for that kind of money. So for me, we should try. Absolutely, we should try. But do I think the chances are realistic? I think Sanchez is probably. I always thought Sanchez would be like a 5%, but considering it's kicker, that's the only asterisk right now. So I'm putting it from 5%, which it was yesterday, to now I'm putting it at 20%. I'm putting it at 20% just because kicker said it, and Kyle Walker I'm putting it at 20% as well. So I'm putting them to at 20% each. So yeah, that's the video for today, though, ladies and gentlemen. Before I end this video, I just want to say I made a Discord. Many of you guys don't know what Discord is. It's basically, what's the best way to describe it? It's basically like a forum / Twitter / something group. Basically, yeah, that's the best way to put it. It's basically like a Facebook group, but with different sections. So if you want to join that, check it out in the description down below. It's probably going to be the first link or so in the description down below, so you can click on that if you're interested. I'm going to be very active on Discord. To be fair, I've been more active on Discord in the last like 2 months or so than I have been on Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube, just because I can use that very simply on my phone, so it's just perfect for that. And I can follow other people that I follow and whatnot very easily like that, and get updates on that. So I've just thought maybe I should do a Discord, not just on myself, obviously, because that would be fairly boring. I'm not that interesting. I really am not. But more so about the club. So it's going to be like it's going to have separate sections such as Bayern news, such as just youth talk, scouting, all kind of different things. Just football in general, so people can just talk football. And that's just the way it is. You can join it, you can have a look at it. You don't have to join it. I'm not forcing you, but I just thought I should mention it. I made it today, and it's gotten active like 3 hours ago. I haven't really talked about it yet though, so I'm gonna do that probably in a different video. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just leave it the way it is, and I'll just keep the link in the description down below so you guys can check it out or not. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, as always, you can rate, comment, and subscribe. Peace out, and have a nice day.